Hey everyone, this is Dan with Great Adventure Guide. I'm here at Great Adventure on the opening night of Hallowfest, here to bring you all of the scoops, inside tips as far as how to have the most successful night at Hallowfest this year in the year 2020. Hallowfest has officially kicked off at Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey, and it will run every single weekend all the way through till November 1st, 2020. Now you'll notice that name change from Fright Fest to Hallowfest. There are a lot of the same things from Fright Fest happening at Hallowfest, but not everything, which is why Six Flags wanted to change the name. They wanted to make sure that everybody knows that this is going to be different than what you've seen in the past. And honestly, there's some changes here that are great, changes I hope that they keep in the future. But there's definitely some things that you'll be missing from Fright Fest from days of old. And if you find this information helpful, make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of the tips and tricks I have for you to have the most successful day at Six Flags Great Adventure, be it during Hallowfest, Fright Fest, or any other season during the year. Before you get to Six Flags for Hallowfest, not Fright Fest, Hallowfest, make sure that you don't forget about all of their new policies. In order to keep things safe and smooth with COVID, you're gonna need that reservation before you go, aside from your normal park day ticket. You're gonna need to buy your parking in advance to make sure that you just show it when you get up to the parking gates. And make sure that you have that reservation ready to be shown along with your ticket when you get all the way up to the turnstiles at the front gates of the park. Don't forget your mask, be expecting the quick temperature checks, and enjoy the super fast security that is very efficient, very quick. Gone are the days of long lines for security to get into the park, and boy, are we happy that those days are gone. Right when you get in through the front gates, you'll notice that the store right in the middle of the park has tons of Hallowfest merch for you to check out. Who wouldn't want that to be on their shirt? I can imagine wearing this anywhere. As soon as you get into the park, especially if you're going on a Friday night, you're gonna wanna get your maze passes right away. And the maze passes can only be bought inside of the park. Though I think there's some special deal with certain levels of members, maybe platinum members or something like that. If you have anything that Six Flags is offering to you because you're a member, you need to go over to member services, which is in the catering section right next to Cyborg and the Justice League ride over in that area. You're gonna have to go there for your stuff. But otherwise, if you're just purchasing a maze pass as an ordinary person, you will find several different kiosks throughout the park. The main one, which will be open no matter what, is right next to the mirror maze, which is also right next to the Ferris wheel, just to the right of the park. Once you get into the fountain, go right, and you'll find your tickets there. So I just picked up my combo pass, which gets me into all 4 mazes, but just one time. They'll give you this card, so don't lose it. And then they'll use a hole puncher to punch a hole in each maze. So you can only go into each maze one time. You can't go into the same maze 4 times. You can't do anything like that. It's just one maze, one time, punch out the card. You can also buy single maze tickets if you just want to check out one maze and call it a day. That's only $6. I did go into every single maze and all of the scare zones throughout the park, and I'm happy to report that there were plenty of characters in each section. There were lots and lots of people dressed up, ready to scare, with one notable exception. All right, so I'm in the mirror maze, and they've changed it up. There's not even, oh, hello. Apparently there's no characters in this maze anymore. Just ghosts of what once were. So hopefully I make it out okay. Just got out of Reflections of the Dead. It was fun. For smaller kids, definitely a great one to get started off with, but it's very short. It's a mirror maze, so that's cool. There's no characters inside, no actual live people, just some props and stuff. So, I mean, sure, check it out, but definitely not the best. I guess I'll give it a 2 out of 5. Six Flags has quite a few things to offer for kids that do not cost anything extra. Make sure that you check out the Trick or Treat Trail over at the Houdini's Great Escape queue. It is a ton of fun, really well themed. The characters out there were just fantastic. They were friendly, but a little bit spooky, and they give you some candy at the end of the trail if you're a child under the age of 12, I think. It's definitely a lot of fun. Make sure you check it out. Now, they do have something else, the Hay Bale Maze, which I wasn't quite as impressed with. If you were a young
young child, it probably would be a lot of fun, but anybody who's in older elementary school, not the best.
The hay bale maze is definitely not the most interesting, fun place in the world because it's literally just a walkthrough. There is no maze component at all whatsoever. So make sure your kids know that before you get there. But there's some cool decorations. It's a nice little path, I guess, but really not a maze.
And if you're looking for something that's a little bit more frightening and not just a normal scare zone, but feels a little bit more like a haunted house without having to pay for a haunted house or having to commit to a full haunted house, definitely check out Lady of the Lake Cemetery. They had a ton of actors in here, ton of characters in here, more than I've seen in the past. The decorations are amazing. When it's at night, all the lights and the fog, it's just a lot of fun. And it's not very scary since actors can't be right out in your face or anything like that. But make sure that you walk through it. There's no line. You just walk right through, right over by the Joker or coming back from the El Toro area. It's very simple, very easy, and a lot of fun.
I'm over at Wicked Woods, definitely a longtime favorite, so I better check it out. You know, Wicked Woods, you actually did not disappoint this year. They really upped all the decorations inside. Looked like they spruced everything up. There was lots of characters inside. It was a lot of fun. I give it a solid 4 out of 5. I never thought I'd say that.
While Fright Fest did have more scare zones than Hallowfest has this year, there were definitely some major positives as far as Hallowfest goes, like the fact that each scare zone was packed with scare actors, or scare actors, however you say that word. Everywhere that you looked, there were at least 2 or 3 ghouls somewhere close to you. And the masks, some of them actually really enhanced the costumes. Like the host for Mama's house, she was like this goat ramish type creature, and the mask really actually made her face look like she was half human and half goat, ram, whatever creature she was, which was really cool. And the cirque performers, that was by far the coolest part of Hallowfest. All of these street performers that were scattered throughout the park, really, they brought a whole new element of fun and entertainment to the park.
Friends, Justice League Battle for Metropolis is finally open. So good. Make sure you check this out when you get here.
The blasters can't harm them. Unfortunately, it appears that Lex has analyzed the blasters and figured out a way to incorporate S.H.I.E.L.D. technology into his armor. Now let's see who took the top spot.
Six Flags, quality stuff. Even your random lights are playing along for Hallowfest. Way to go. All right, folks. I'm doing this one for you. I don't want to do this. I'm by myself. Here we go.
Do not touch my pets or any of my farm equipment. Y'all better keep a 6-foot distance or you might just end up staying with me forever. There's no reception out here, so there better be no photo taking or filming. Y'all better not run. I like my bones in one piece.
I'm not okay with this.
Y'all want to stay safe. I hope y'all enjoy your stay. Maybe forever.
Honestly, that was actually pretty lame. I thought that used to be like the scariest one, and I guess because the actors can't get too close to you, I don't know, just really, I actually had more fun in Wicked Woods. So honestly, I guess I'll give that 3.5, maybe 4. There's definitely more things to get scared of. There's one section in there with these like mannequins that I just can't handle, but otherwise it really wasn't that exciting.
Now, while this video focuses more on the unique offerings of Hallowfest, or maybe we could call it Fright Fest Lite, Six Flags Great Adventure still has all of their rides open, so you'll be able to ride your favorite roller coasters, thrill rides, family rides, and kiddie rides well into the late hours of the night. And you can also purchase a fast pass to cut down on the wait times, which is not a bad idea because even though there's a limited capacity at the parks right now, the lines get very long very fast. And you can't actually purchase an express pass for the mazes. There's no Haunted Maze Express Pass, Fast Pass of any kind, but you can get to the front of the line if somebody in your group has some sort of a physical disability and you have that accessibility pass, but otherwise you're gonna have to wait in line with the rest of us.
I have just one more maze to check out, Apocalypse. Now this one has been one of my favorites in the past and least favorites, so we'll see how it measures up tonight. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic, so the apocalypse theme just feels a little bit more appropriate or a little bit too close to home. I don't know, but that was a great haunted maze. Highly recommend. Honestly, if you had to do any of them, that might be the best. Then again, Wicked Woods this year really was incredible. So Apocalypse, I gotta give it 4 out of 5 stars. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. Definitely one that you'd want to hit. It also was the one with the by far the longest line, so be aware of that. I mean, maybe it was just a chance thing. There was also a ton of people that got through with a handicap pass, so they got to the front of the line for accessibility reasons. So it was definitely a longer line, so be aware of that, but it is fantastic. Make sure you check it out. Well, that's it for me here at Hallowfest at Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. It's been definitely a memorable night. Let me know if you're coming and what your experience is when you go to Hallowfest, and I will catch you guys soon. I love this guy. You're the best.